MOIS, a fast in Kenyan counties that was launched last month, saw over 5,600 young people from various parts of the county register and get recruited, and about 1,000 enrolled. After undergoing weeks of training, the first ever batch of recruits will pass out today at the Meru school grounds. The pass out parade is currently underway, whose chief guest is Youth and Gender CS Margaret Kobia. My colleague George Maringa is following up on this event and now joins us live from Meru. Good afternoon, George. What can you tell us about what is going on there at the pass out parade?
Good afternoon, Sharon. It has been a colorful ceremony for the over 1,000 recruits who are passing out today from the Meru Youth Service. It is important to note, Sharon, that this is the first of its kind in Kenyan counties, and it has been rolled out in Meru County as the first one. And it is something that the county government takes pride in, huge pride in, for that matter. And it started with a conference, a pass-out conference that kicked off yesterday, where the recruits, were advised by various agencies, various mentors, and they spoke regarding, what they have been undergoing. It is important to note, Sharon, that, to give a background, that it is a process that started last month. It was advertised by the county government, and the youth and, anyone between the age of 18 and 35 was supposed to go to the ward administrator and to collect the forms. And that is when, after rigorous exercise, rigorous vetting, and that's when they came, they were recruited now to the Meru Youth Service on the 20th of April here in Meru school grounds, and they have undergone training for 2 weeks. And we did have a colorful parade earlier where, they showcased what they have been going, some of the things they have been going through, and, some of the trainings that they have undergone. At the moment, Sharon, the chief guest, who is CS Margaret Kobe, just, came in moments ago before coming on air, and she's the chief guest, and it is important to also know that she's also from this part of the country. Now, the county government of Meru has partnered with various institutions and organizations such as the UN Habitat and the Turkish government, among others. And I'll just speak to, Douglas Reagan, who is the Chief Youth and Livelihoods Unit from the UN Habitat, to just give us a perspective of what this means to them as the UN Habitat, and more so how it means to the young people of Meru County. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on KTN News. Now, we have seen you, yesterday you did give a good speech regarding mentorship to the young people. What does this mean to you as the UN Habitat?
Well, UN Habitat's in charge of cities and urbanization, and that's one of the places that young people are coming are cities. I mean, though Meru is a very rural county, there's the urbanization rate here is very fast. Like, young people are moving here, and what they're moving here for is education. They're moving here for jobs. But the challenge, of course, often is that education is challenging to get and jobs aren't there. So what should people do? And then we found out, we connected into Meru, and we found out about this Meru Youth Service, and we're like, okay, this sounds really interesting, because generally youth service programs at this size are done at a national level, not often at a county level. So we said, okay, let's connect, and we connected up with the governor. We had some amazing conversations at one of our conferences called the World Urban Forum in Malaysia, and we decided, okay, this would be a great project to connect with. So we've done that, and what we're looking for is how to assist Meru to do what they're doing better. And so we have some tools that we have and some different capacities that we can help increase within Meru. So that's kind of where we're at. But I mean, again, as you said, I mean, it's amazing. It's really impressive. I mean, you have 1,000 young people from all the different districts within Meru. A lot of these young people are not young people who are just pulled from university. This was a very selected to look at young people who were orphans, young people who came from single families, and then young people who were impoverished. So, I mean, this is really looking at how to reach the poorest of the poor. So, really exciting for us.
Now, yesterday during your speech, you mentioned youth empowerment, and, for fast too long in this country, we've had the notion that, youth want to be employed rather than creating employment. What does, UN Habitat, what will you be doing to ensure that these young people from Meru County are self-sufficient?
Well, it's a very good question. I mean, so the first thing is that we're not just the only partner. There's also AMREF. There's also the Turkish government's come on, as you mentioned. So each of us has kind of taken a different area of speciality. AMREF is looking at health and looking at health services. There's something called Barefoot Doctors that was done 20 or 30 years ago. And so those are basically young people who are trained to go out and provide basic health services. For us, we're looking at urban and urban infrastructure. So, I mean, there's huge potential within Meru to upgrade infrastructure, whether that be just doing basic stuff like road work or helping out with water and sanitation and such. So we're going to be doing training. Part of our work, part of our offer and our support to Meru will be doing training in that. So training young people to become carpenters, or young people to become plumbers, or young people to be in those areas. So just to start building on the skills that they're already getting through Meru, through
Thank you very much. Sharon, if you could allow me just to speak to one of the recruits, please, kindly, in just a moment. Thank you very much. Tell us your name.
My name is Makena, Vida Makena. I'm a trainee of Meru Youth Service. Yes.
How has this program been for you for the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, we started the training on 20th. It has been a success. I must say that we've been engaging in exercises to change our mindset. Yeah. And
do you think that from the from the moment that you'll pass out today and when you'll be deployed to various parts, could you tell us where you'll be deployed?
Yes, I've done a degree. I've done a BSc Agribusiness Management. I'll be practicing agriculture, and the governor has promised to get a 1,000-acre piece of land that we will be participating in. We will practice agriculture to ensure food security in Meru County. The youths are talented in different areas. There are some youths that will join tertiary colleges to do what their passion is all about. And we also have others that will be doing social work and health work. The health workers will ensure that everybody in Meru County acquires an NHIF card so that we can have health security. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Sharon. That was just one of the recruits. Unfortunately, I have to hand back to you, but it is, a pass-out parade and a pass-out ceremony that has seen over 1,000, youth, pass out from this first ever initiative in the Kenyan counties, initiated by the, the governor himself, Kiraitu Murungi, and we have parents, relatives, and friends of these, recruits who are here to witness this great, event that is happening in county number 12, that is Meru County. Back to you, Sharon.
Many thanks, my colleague there, George Maringa, from that event, the passing out parade at the Meru County. Let's move on now.